My name is Margaret King Greene. I work for Ecoserv LLC, which is an environmental and cleaning company based out of Lafayette. We have 9 or so locations throughout the Gulf Coast in Texas. I'm the Senior Accounts Receivable Manager. I've got about 30 years of experience in the oil and gas industry. Our challenge was twofold. One was the lag time actually, with getting that invoice to the customer because of the cumbersome paper process. So we wanted to try to go paperless. We wanted to speed up our process, speed up our workflow, and go paperless to where we were fast with our delivery of our invoice. And then too many people having to touch that invoice. So we came up with a procedure that we thought would work, and that's when we brought in Chris and his team to help us implement it. We knew what we wanted to do, but we didn't know how to get it done, right? And so we embarked on this project, and we were given Chris Aristotle Alexander's name and said, hey, this guy can point you in the right direction. So we gave him a call. He came and he sat with us, and he outlined, basically kind of held our hand and said, this is what you need to do. So we started that process, and he was with us, all along the way at every kind of juncture in that process, and really gave us an idea of what we could expect. Well, the first and foremost is that we get paid quicker, which is, in these days, in this market, is phenomenal. And also, it helps us to keep track of the invoice. We can, it's kind of like a cradle to grave issue where you know exactly when it's invoiced, you get a notification, you know when it's pushed to the electronic document interfacing program, you know when it's submitted, you know if it's rejected right away, real time, not 2 weeks later, a month later. It pushes it automatically to our ERP system, and we know exactly when it's submitted, and we can also project when we're going to get paid based on that submission. So that's going to help with our capital, help with our projections long term, just a variety of things, but mostly to get paid quicker. With all major projects, you're going to have a glitch, right? But the glitches were minor compared to the scope of this project. This was huge. We went live, and I was expecting everything to just, the bottom to drop out. But it was very smooth. The transition was very smooth once we finally did go live. It was a very exciting time for us in our department. So it's been wonderful, yeah. And the support is great. Still supporting us now, yeah. I liked the quick response. I liked the fact that no roadblock there was never an impasse. There was not a roadblock that we hit that he just said, we can't, this is something that we can't do. It was always that we can do this. And I like that attitude. And we just kept pushing forward. The support, of course, and the quick response. You just can't put a value on that, I don't think, to know that somebody's going to respond to you, even if it's 8, 10 o'clock at night. I wish we'd done it a long time ago, this project. I wish we'd given them a call a long time ago, but it was a tedious process when we merged these two companies. The volume of our invoices is it's quite a high volume that we produce, and so it's made my life and my team a lot easier. We don't have the headaches that we did, and so I would say that if anyone is interested in doing a project like this, that Chris can definitely handle, streamlining their process. Absolutely. Aristotle's Alexander solved our problems. We were having major issues with pushing these invoices to these platforms because of the manpower that it takes. If you're talking about 1,000 invoices a month, you're doing the work twice. So with the project that we did with Aristotle's Alexander, it made our life so much smoother. I would definitely recommend doing this project, or if you have this type of need within your organization, to definitely reach out to Chris and his team.